Hi, I'm Claire from Kerslake.com. I want to talk to you today a little bit about moderation and the problems that with moderation. Gretchen Rubin talks about there being two types of people in the world, those people who are moderators and those people who are abstainers. So basically some people quite happy to have a little bit of those things they love and no problems. Where people who need to abstain really can't stop at say 1 or 2 Tim Tams. And I'll certainly put my hand up, I need to abstain, particularly around chocolate and Coke. And when I don't, it's a very slippery slope. Sometimes I can get away with it, but sometimes it's a rapid decline into having much more of them than I really want or need. So moderators really can't understand abstainers and how you can't stop at just 1 or 2. And abstainers find it hard to think about moderators. That I, for instance, find it hard to imagine that someone could have a whole family block of chocolate in their fridge for months and months and it be quite safe. Another problem that I see with moderation is that it's difficult to define. What actually is moderation? Is it 1 Tim Tam? Is it 2? How do you actually define it? It can be a little bit of a slippery slope there. Another problem that I see is that our bodies and our brains have been hardwired to be quite addicted to things like fat, sugar, salt. And so we've got this tendency to be addicted to things sort of hardwired into us. And for me, as I said, chocolate and Coke would be my go-to. And that can be one of the reasons why, for some people, if they're on an eating plan that initially needs them to be quite strict in some areas and then it becomes relaxed, if you're an abstainer, that's a big problem because as those foods, perhaps higher in sugar, salt, fat are reintroduced, that's when things can go right off the rails because they're abstainers and that type of program is not well suited to them. That's where you can set rules up around you, and you set them around your own eating, etc. They can be called bright lines, and I've certainly referred to them as bright lines, around how much you'll have of when. And for instance, a bright line for me around, for instance, alcohol is generally I don't drink through the week. Bright line for me around chocolate is generally it's better if I don't have it, and similarly for Coke. Now I can relax them at times, but generally it's better if I steer clear of those things. So you can set those rules around really anything, and if you're abstaining, you're probably better off to have a think about, is that going to be applicable for your life? The other thing, if you're a moderator, just be specific about exactly what that means for you. Because as I've said before, it can be a bit of a slippery slope. And many people with their weight gain, it's really only they gain 1 or 2 kilos a year. So and I see moderation as being a problem with this because slowly those highly processed, high carb, high fat, high sugar items start creeping back into the diet. And there's really no guidelines around, if you're a moderator, how much do you have? You haven't set any rules around that. So just be aware, really just to have that awareness. You might be a moderator and be quite fine. If it doesn't work for you though, have a think about setting some rules around what you eat and when you eat. And there's can be great freedom in there because if you're abstaining, there's nothing worse than feeling out of control around food. So there you have it, my thoughts about moderation. Are you a moderator or an abstainer? I'd love for you to hear in the comments. If you're watching this on Facebook, I'd love for you to like and share the video. Perhaps leave a comment about your thoughts about what I've said. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit subscribe to my channel. I'd love that. Like the video and let me know, are you a moderator or an abstainer? Looking forward to seeing you on the next video.